So this is an example of kefir, or kefir, however you want to say it. My kefir has been sitting on my counter for one day, about 24 hours, and then I just put the jar in the fridge for 3 or 4 days whenever I wanted to get back to it. And when I poured it out, it was thick, like a thick yogurt or a cottage cheese. It kind of has a lumpy texture, and all the grains are in it. So I'm trying to strain it now, and as I strain it, it will smooth out the texture. So I have to kind of press it to get it through. This is kind of a fine mesh strainer. So I'm just pressing it through, and part of the reason of pressing it is to smooth out the texture for me, but the other part is to pull out the grains themselves. And of course, kefir grains are not actually grains. They're just, oh, sorry. They're little cultures of bacteria that culture the milk. And it's taking a little while. It's super thick, which is why I thought I would film it, because it's been getting thicker and thicker, it seems like. So it cultures really well now with this process that I have going right now. And you can start to see the, can you see them? You can start to see the grains emerge. I'm just kind of pushing away all the extra kefir, and you can start to see them. There's some of the grains. And so I don't get all of the culture off of them. I just get close, and then I dump them into a fresh jar. Can you see that? And they're different sizes, you know, they're pretty hardy. They're like little squishy, spongy cauliflower. And you could, sometimes I leave them in the finished kefir, and that way they get blended up in my smoothie. Or I could feed it to the dog if I felt like it, she likes them. Or the chickens, or any of that, if you end up with extra, because they do grow. Or give them to a friend. And so I get close to the bottom, and tap it out. Don't like to waste any. And then we kind of stir in the cream, because this was done from raw milk, so it separates into the cream layer, which is a little yellower. Then you end up with this kind of a yogurt texture, which you can then, I don't usually have it plain, I just put it in my smoothies in place of milk. And I think it's awesome.